Hello, everyone, and welcome back. So, in today's lesson, we are we are going to talk about the future, but of course, in a different way, with some with some specific words such as hope, intent, uh, and of course, it's a matter of knowing the four basic fundamental main streets of English as to be imperative, modal, and tense verb, uh, tense verb sentences. So these topics are like small, narrow streets that are connected with those main streets. Yes, for example, I hope to be, I hope to be successful, I hope to study very hard, and I hope to have a good job, for example. Yes, we always use those basic sentences, but of course, it is also necessary to know the details. Yes. Okay, let's study more details in today's video. Okay, all right, and hello again, and welcome back. Okay, here is a nice GIF. Yes, it says, so, I hope you plan, okay? I hope you plan on learning. Let me read the explanation. Similar sentence. I hope that you concentrate on English acquiring. Okay. I hope is the main clause. That you concentrate, that clause is the subordinate clause. Okay, but the subjects are different. So we only use a clause after hope instead of infinitive. Like this, I hope that you concentrate on, or you will. I hope that you will concentrate on English acquiring courses, lessons, videos. Okay. Now, yes, this is an important note. If the subjects of the main clause and the subordinate clause are the same, the infinitive form is used, but if they are different, infinitive form is not used. Then we use that clause, like this. For example, yes, again, let me read the explanation. We can use infinitive form after the verb hope here. Why? Because the subject of the main clause and the subject of the that clause are the same. I hope that I will be a writer. Okay? So we can easily say, I hope to be a writer. The second one, I hope that I will write some stories. Or we can easily, practically say that I hope to write. Okay, I hope to write some stories. The third one, I hope that I will have a lot of readers. Yeah, this is a dream. Or in a short way and practical way, I hope to have a lot of readers. Yes, it's about story writing as a subject. Theme, topic. Okay. Yes, what about this? Again, the topic is story writing. We can't use infinitive form after the verb hope here. It is like this, for example. I hope that Roger will be a writer. Okay, so I and Roger are subjects here, subjects of the sentences. I hope that Roger will be a writer. Okay, no infinitive form after hope. The second one, I hope that Roger will write some stories. Will be, will write, and I hope that Roger will have a lot of readers. I hope that Roger will have a lot of readers. Okay. Yes, let's remember that be, do, have are the three verb categories. Okay. Okay, the first one, the gift says that a famous teacher of YouTube or YouTuber of English, yes, teacher of English and YouTuber of English says, I hope, yes, I hope you, I and you are different subjects, so we can't use infinitive form. So it is that clause, or of course we can omit, we may not use that, okay? I hope that you find that interesting, that topic, that subject, that lesson interesting. Or I hope you will find this presentation, this video interesting and useful and beneficial. Okay. The first sentence, I hope to be helpful to you. Okay. I hope that I will be helpful to you. Yes, possible. But what about the third and the fourth? I hope that this lesson will be helpful to you. I hope that you will find this lesson helpful for you. Okay. Trip 10, the last trip of tour 5. And after finishing this, we will start the last tour of Harmony 2, of level 2. Okay. Now, again, we are going to talk about future plans, future states, future actions, events, happenings. Yes. Future plans with hope, expect. Yes, they are similar to each other and synonym for each other. Hope, expect, intent. Okay. Have an intention or plan to do something, for example. Plus a simple infinitive is possible. But of course, if those subjects are the same, like this, for example, I hope that I will learn 2 foreign languages in 5 years. Yes. Or I hope to learn 2 foreign languages in 5 years. Subjects are the same. What about this? I hope that, yes, we can also use it with that clause. I hope that I will clean up the kitchen this weekend. What do you hope that you will do this weekend? Yes, asking or being able to ask questions is also important. What do you hope that you will do this weekend? I hope that I will wash my car this weekend. 2. I hope to clean up the kitchen this weekend. What do you hope to do this weekend? I hope I will take, okay? I hope, sorry. I hope to take my car to do a mechanic this weekend. Okay. Now, 3, I hope to find a job next month. Yes, I hope to find a job next month. You hope to go abroad next year, don't you? Yes, the main clause is in present, so you hope to go abroad next year, don't you? Yes, I do. Or yes, I hope to go abroad next year. You hope that you will go abroad next year, won't you? Yes, I hope that I will. I will go abroad next year. Okay. I intend to go abroad. Yes, I expect to go abroad. I hope to go abroad. Yeah, this is, but if we say I intend to go abroad, this is my intention. I have an intention like this. My intention is in action. Yes, action of my intention. Flying plane, in fact, not landing, but taking off. Yes, a plane which is taking off. Yes. Okay. I intend to go abroad. Okay, which country do you hope to, or do you expect to, or do you prefer to, do you intend to, or do you plan to go? Okay, which country do you want to go to study or just to study? Which country do you want to study? For example, I want to go to Canada, US, Australia, New Zealand, to Canada. I want to go to Canada to study. Now, ready, set, I am reading the image, study abroad or studying abroad. Ready, set, go. Yes, ready, steady, and go. Okay, and study abroad. Okay, dialogue 4. I intend to go abroad. I intend, I have an intention. Noun to do is also possible, as you know. I have an intention to go abroad. Or just as a verb, I intend to go abroad after I learn English. When do you intend to save money? I intend to save money after I find a job, or after I have found. I have found a job is also possible and is much better. Okay, when do you intend that you will save money? When do you intend that you will save money? I intend that I will save money after I find a job. Okay, 5. I expect to, just like I hope to. I expect to read 3 books this summer. How many books do you expect to read this summer? I expect to read 9 books this summer. How many books do you expect that you will read this summer, that you can read this summer? I expect that I will read 9 books this summer. I expect that I will read. 6, I plan to illustrate my composition. Yes, I plan to illustrate my composition. What do you plan to illustrate? I plan to illustrate my PowerPoint presentations. What do you plan that? I plan that I will illustrate my PowerPoint presentations. Yes, illustrate means depict, show with pictures. Okay, depict something, an idea, an event with pictures. Okay, future plans with hope, expect again, but plus a perfect infinitive. This is really important. Hope to have word 3. For example, instead of saying, I hope to write an essay, okay, it is also 100% true, you know. I hope to write an essay, so let's be familiar with saying this as well. I hope to have written an essay, okay? To write is simple infinitive, but to have written is perfect infinitive. We should know this information, this piece of information. It will be very useful for us in learning the future subjects, such as passive voice, positives, and modals, modal perfect. Okay. I hope to have, okay? I hope to have written an essay. B, I hope that I will have written, okay? I hope that I will have written an essay. Of course, we have just learned. I hope that I will write an essay is 100% true, but this one is much better. Why? Because it shows us the completion of something. I hope that I will have written an essay. Okay. 7, I hope to have written, okay, perfect infinitive. I hope to write, simple infinitive. I hope to have written, perfect infinitive, okay? So after certain verbs, hope, expect, intend, want. We can use both simple infinitive, I hope to write, for example, or perfect infinitive, just like this. I hope to have written, okay? I hope to have written 4 stories because I have read 40 stories. Yes. I am sure that they will inspire me, okay? They will inspire me to write new and original stories, okay? What do you hope to have achieved, to have succeeded in the next few months? I hope to have achieved my diploma. Yes. I hope to have graduated. I hope to have graduated from college in the next few months, or I hope to have acquired. I hope to have acquired English entirely, fluently, correctly in the next few months. Okay. Or I hope that I will have written, yes, in the previous videos, I think the one before the last, yes, video, we have learned this, okay, future perfect tense. I hope that I will have written, okay, completion. Do you see the completion? I hope that I will write is true, but action is important. But here, the completion of action is important. I hope that I will have written 4 stories. I will have finished them. I hope I will have finished writing them because I have read 40 stories. What do you hope that you will have achieved in the next few months? I hope I will have succeeded in acquiring English, or I hope that uh, I will have acquired English in the next few months. Okay. My grandkids are calling me. Okay. Now dialogue 9. By this time next year, yes, let's imagine, I think it's really important imagining the real life situations. Okay. Yes, we cannot learn anything new without imagining, without dreaming, without picturing. Yeah, picturing is also possible. Okay, without picturing something in our mind, in our memory about the future. Okay, by this time next year, Tamer hopes, expects, intends, plans to have saved up, okay? To have saved up 12,000 liras. How much does Semra hope or expect, intend, plan to have saved up by this time next year? Yes, just like Tamer, we put Semra, as you know, at the beginning of the sentence. Semra hopes or expects, intends, plans to have saved up to $12,000 by this time next year. Okay, what about the 10th dialogue? By this time next year, Tamer hopes, expects, intends, plans that, okay, that he will have saved up to 12,000 liras. How much does Semra hope, expect, intend, plan that she will have saved up by this time next year? Yes, let's not think that it's a long sentence, but it is so simple. We know the logic of it. Okay. Yes, Semra, we just put Semra at the beginning of our sentence. Semra hopes or expects or intends or plans that she will have saved up $12,000 by this time next year. Okay. Now again, future plans, dialogue 12. Talat will have translated. it will finish, it will complete, okay? Talat will have translated 3 stories by January in the future, okay? Talat will have translated 3 stories by January. How many stories will he have read by then? So let's multiply 3 stories by 10, okay? So how many stories will he have read? He will have read 30. He will have read 30 stories by then. Okay, 12A. Talat intends that. Okay, Talat has an intention that. Also noun, that is also possible. You know this. Talat intends that he will have translated 3 stories by January. How many stories does he intend that he will have read by then? What is the difference between the 11th and the 12th? Will he have read that? How many stories will he have read? How many stories does he intend? Yes, okay. Main clause here. So how many stories does he intend? He intends, okay? He intends that he will have read 30 stories by then. What about the third? Talat intends, yes, intend plus either infinitive, a simple infinitive, or perfect infinitive. This is perfect infinitive, okay? To have. We put to have before all the past participle form of the verbs. Verb 3. Have plus verb 3. To have plus verb 3, okay? Talat intends to have translated 3 stories by January. How many stories does he intend to have read by then? He intends to have read 30 stories by then. Yes. Okay. One give and an image. When will he have designed his PowerPoint presentation? When will Talat, for example, when will Talat have designed his PowerPoint presentation? This is your customer. How to introduce yourself in a presentation? How to introduce yourself in a presentation? So we understand that whoever he is, he will have designed a PowerPoint presentation about introducing himself or herself. Okay. Okay, 14, dialogue 14A. Hassan will have prepared his presentation, or Hassan will have designed his presentation by December. When will he have given his presentation? He will have given his presentation by January, after December. Hassan plans that he will have prepared his presentation by December. When does he plan that he will have given his presentation? He plans that he will have given his presentation by January or in January. Hassan plans to have prepared his presentation by December. When does he plan to have given his presentation? So you feel that it includes completion. So let's use by again. He plans to have given his presentation by January, or by the end of January. Okay. Oh, a funny give. When this is the human psychology. This is the moment when, let's make lots of when clauses, not when questions, but when clauses. How? Like this. This is the moment when the presentation starts. Yes. This is the moment when you see something interesting. This is the moment when you are excited. This is the moment when you want to learn something. This is the moment when you are about to start something. You can produce a ton of sentences. Okay, 17a. By this time next year, yes, we should repeat them. We should say them. We should articulate them immediately. By this time next year, Tamer hopes that he will have saved up 12,000 liras. How much does, or how many dollars does Semra hope that she will have saved up by this time next year? So Semra hopes that she will have saved 12,000. She will have saved $12,000, saved up $12,000 by this time next year. 18, by this time next year, Tamer hopes to have, okay? Tamer hopes to have saved up 12,000 liras. How much does Semra hopes to have saved up by this time next year? Semra hopes to have saved up $12,000 by this time next year. 12,000 euros by this time next year. Okay. Dialogue 19, the plumber who fixes the taps, or who installs the taps and pipes, etc. The plumber hopes he will have installed the plumbing by next Friday. When does the electrician hope that he will have installed the electricity? The electrician hopes that he will have installed the electricity by next Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yes. 20a. The plumber hopes to have installed the plumbing by next Friday. When does the electrician hope to have installed the electricity? So the electrician hopes to have installed the electricity by Monday. By Monday night, okay? By Monday morning, by Monday afternoon, okay. 21a. The students expect that they will have typed their projects by the 15th of March 2029. When do they expect that they will have illustrated them? So when do they expect? They expect that they will have illustrated them by May 2029. When do they expect that they will have handed them over or submitted them? They expect that they will have submitted them by the 15th of June. Okay. 12a. The students expect to have typed, okay? The students expect to have typed their projects by beginning from the tomorrow morning. So from tomorrow morning on. Morning on, yes, by the 15th of March 2029. When do they expect to have illustrated them? They expect to have illustrated them by the 15th of April. When do they expect to have handed them over? They expect to have handed them over by the 15th of May. Now, 1, 2, 3. There are 3 gifts. Okay, okay, all right. Anyway, yes, as you see, here are 3 gifts, and first, one on the left says, let me rephrase it. It means let me express, let me give the same message in another way, in another expression or sentence. Yes. And the one on the top says, you are just an actor, which is another word for liar. Yeah. So it is the same thing. It is the same thing to say that you are an actor or you are a liar. You are an actor. In another word, you are a liar. Or the opposite is also true. You are a liar. In another word, you are an actor. Okay. What does the last one say? It says, yes, in other words is also possible. For example, you are an actor. In other words, you are a liar. Yeah, this is really important. In another word or in other words. In other words. In other words. Okay. Okay, all right. Yes, yes. In fact, this the heading is this in another word or in other words. Both are the same. To rephrase something, to reinterpret something, interpret something again, or restate something, or to clarify something. For example, dialogue 23. Well, I hope I'll have made a successful career in music. Or in other words, well, I hope to have made, okay? I hope to have made a successful career in music. The 24th one, I hope I'll have worked overseas for a few years. Or in another word, I hope to have worked overseas for a few years. I think there is no need to say, but let me remind it again. It is also possible, 100% true. I hope to work, okay? I hope to work overseas for a few years. Okay. 25, I hope that I will have learned. I hope that I will have learned the third foreign language in the next few years. What do you hope you will have done in the next 2 or 3 years? I hope that just like this, I hope that I will have written. I hope that I will have written 3 stories in the next few years, in the following, in the coming few years. 26, Rasim hopes he will have bought his own car by next year. Yes. Do you see that Rasim and he are the same person? So the subject is the same. So we can easily say that Rasim hopes to have bought. Okay? Rasim hopes to buy, or according to this example, Rasim hopes to have bought his own car by next year. Okay. Let me read it again. Rasim hopes he will have bought his own car by next year. Which cities does he hope to have seen by 2025? He hopes to have seen Madrid, Rome, Paris, London, Baghdad, New York, Brussels, by 2025. Okay. 27th dialogue, the 27th dialogue. In 10 years, Osman would like, or Osman wants to have visited many countries in Europe. Where would Esad like to have traveled in 10 years? Esad would like to have traveled throughout the USA. Or want. with one. Assad wants to have traveled throughout the USA. By the time I am 40, by the time I am 50, by the time I am 44, yeah. By the time I am 40, I'd like to have published a book on poetry. What would you like to have done by the time you are 40? Of course, I would like to have acquired English both accurately and fluently by the time I am 40. Okay, acquire means have, possess, own. For example, do you have a foreign language? Yes, I have a foreign language. However, there is a poet, I think. If you, let me read it, if you've never been thrilled to the very edges of your soul by a flower in spring bloom, maybe your soul has never been in bloom. It inspires us that to be aware of the beauty of a flower in the nature, so that in order that we may be aware of the beauty of our soul. Yeah, it is really beautiful saying, not a poem, I think, yes. Yeah, saying, it's a nice saying. Okay. Dialogue 29. Salim is satisfied with his accomplishments or achievements so far, but what's his another goal? His another goal is to write a book, or his another goal is to have written another book or a book. Okay, Salim's another goal is to have traveled all around the world. Salim's another goal is to have traveled all around the world. It means that Salim is interested in traveling. He is fond of traveling. Okay, here is a GIF again. Let me read the GIF, what the person in the GIF says. Okay, and I've grown. I've been, yeah, grown here means I've been, I've become, yeah. I've grown accustomed to a certain lifestyle. Yes. Now, I've been used to, yeah, I've been used to a certain lifestyle. I've been accustomed to a certain lifestyle, or I've become accustomed to a certain lifestyle. Okay, when he has traveled all around the world, yes, when he has traveled all around the world, he will learn a lot about different lifestyles. Yes, he will learn a lot about different lifestyles. Okay, now how to make a GIF from an illustration. Now, as you see, our topic will be after clause, will be about after clause, if clause, before clause, until clause, once clause, when clause, as soon as clause, but plus present perfect tense, okay? Then future tense as main sentence, okay? For example, when I have illustrated those last pages, it means when I have finished them, okay? When I have illustrated those last pages, I am making a GIF. Here, I am going to make a GIF. I am making a GIF. Or it's also possible, when I illustrate those last pages, I am making a GIF. Okay. Now, I think we will study them one by one. 31A, I am making a presentation. I am making a presentation when I have illustrated those last pages. Yes. It means I am going to make, I am going to make a presentation in the future when I have illustrated those last pages. What are you doing? Or what are you going to do? What are you doing when you translated those last pages? I'm going to, or I am visiting a friend. I am visiting a friend when I've translated those last pages. When I have completed them. 32, after I have washed the car, also, you know this, but it isn't necessary, but let me say it again. After I wash is also possible. After I wash the car, but this is much better. After I have washed, completely, after I do it completely, it means, after I have washed the car, I will practice or I will do karate. When will you practice karate? I will practice karate after I have cooked the meal, after I have made a cake for it. Or after I have made a cake, I will practice karate. 33a, when or once, when he has watered the grass, John will join us. Or once he has watered the grass, John will join us. When will David join us for the debate? When he has written his report, he will join us. Or when David has written his report, he will join us. He will join the debate. Okay. 34, as soon as clause, not the main clause. It is clear from the conjunction here. As soon as is a connector here. It's a link. Yes. As soon as they have cooked the meals, I will check them. Okay. When will you take them to the restaurant? As soon as I have checked, okay? As soon as I have checked, controlled the meals, I will take them to the restaurant. Okay? 35a, until clause. Until I have taken enough photos, I won't start writing the article. When won't you start writing a poem? Until I have written the story, I won't start writing a poem. It means that after I have written the story, I will start writing a poem. Okay, here are two gifts. I hope, let me read the gifts first. The one on the right, for it, also left says, I hope this lesson has helped you. Present. I hope this lesson has helped you. Okay. The last one says, I hope to see you again soon. Or because the subjects are the same, or the subject is the same person, I hope that I will see you again soon. Yes. I hope you have benefited. Yes. I hope you have benefited. Let me put benefited. Yes, it is okay now. Benefit. I hope you have benefited from this lesson. Yes. I hope it has been. I hope it has been beneficial. Yes, to be beneficial, to be useful. Okay. To be helpful. I hope it has been helpful. I hope I have been helpful. I hope you have benefited from this lesson. Benefit from something. Okay. Now quiz time. Tour 5, trip 10. Please choose the correct alternative. Please do not hesitate to. So hesitate to do something. It takes infinitive. We must know it. This is the nature of the verb hesitate. Okay? Hesitate to do. So which one is to do? A, to phone. Please do not hesitate to phone me from time to time. or once in a while. These are also beautiful expressions. From time to time, once in a while. To, are you fond of? Of, as you know, it is a general principle that after all prepositions, verbs takes their ing form, gerund form. So the true answer is C. Are you fond of using? Are you fond of using the computer? 3. I locked my suitcase because I couldn't risk doing something. Okay, risk doing something. So I couldn't risk. Yeah, as passive. I couldn't risk being lost. Okay. For example, if it were active, then I couldn't risk losing. But here, passive, being lost. Okay. This point will be much clearer after we have learned. Okay, after we have learned the passive voice in 4 sequential presentations videos. Okay. 4. Helen definitely needs. Helen definitely needs to buy. Needs to buy. Has to buy. Okay, has to, have to, need to. Helen definitely needs to buy a new printer as her old one is out of date. It is out of date. Okay. The 5th and the last one, they cannot avoid doing something. Yes, this is the nature of this verb, avoid doing something. They cannot avoid thinking that they are the most hardworking nation in the world. This is their opinion. Okay, you need to fix this computer. This computer needs to be fixed. Yeah. Yes, we will start our passive voice studies like this. For example, to fix active, to be fixed passive as an infinitive. Okay. For example, you need to fix active. You active. You need to do it. Okay. But this computer needs to be fixed. With all models, it will be like this. This computer can be fixed, must be fixed, has to be fixed, needs to be fixed. Okay. This computer needs fixing, and this is a really important detail. Yes, we will study them. We can also use it like this because of the verb need. This computer needs fixing after learning passive voice. But in the active voice, we have learned it need to, okay? You need to. But this computer needs fixing. This is really an important detail. Well, a small detail. It's a small detail. Okay. Key, yes, this is the key of the, okay, quiz. Now, vocabulary building. It's time to build vocabulary. Let's improve vocabulary. Let's increase our vocabulary. Develop our vocabulary. Okay, image is both noun and verb. Picture, yes, image means picture, and to picture is also verb, okay? To picture, for example, can you picture yourself as a coach? Yeah. Can you picture yourself as a doctor? You are a teacher, for example. Can you picture yourself as a doctor? Also possible. Yes. Can you see yourself as a doctor? Can you consider yourself as a doctor? Can you picture yourself as a doctor? Okay. Tend to be, tend to do, tend to have, be likely to be, do or have something in a particular way. Yes, tend to. I am tend to. I am tend to see Ahmed Bey today. Okay, I am tend to be hardworking. I am I am tend to have, I am tend to have, I am tend to have a new computer. Okay. And speculate, you know the speculation, guess about the possible causal or effects of something. Yes, speculate as a verb. Speculative is an adjective based on guessing. Yeah, based on guessing. Charm, attract someone. Make them like you. Charm. Yes, charisma is comes from charm. Charisma is a noun, a natural ability to attract and interest other people and make them admire you, respect you. Okay, elicit. Yes, elicit means draw out, bring out, bring about. Let me write it to bring about. Bring forth. Bring about, bring forth, okay, to obtain information from someone or something, okay, get something. Okay, Erhan always dresses in a way that other people like his style. In a way that close, yeah, in a way that other people like his style. How can you describe your image of an ideal singer? Yes. Yes, you can start. I can describe my image in a way that. Okay. Furkan tends to be fashion conscious. Who tends to be image conscious? Yeah, you can easily answer them. Who tends to wear designer clothes? You will just put and subject here. Who tends? Ahmet, Mehmet, George, Helen, Brenda, Julia. Okay. Nazif might be chosen, passive again, might be chosen for the school team. Who else could be chosen? So just the difference is could. Who else could be chosen for the school team? We just need a name here. Okay, Nalan is sent. Yes, Nalan is sent. Nalan doesn't send. Okay, this is not active, passive. Yes. Nalan is sent an email every Friday. Who might be sending them active? Who might be sending them? Yeah, we need just a name here. Peter is obsessed with, be obsessed with something. That celebrity. Which celebrity is Simon obsessed with? Is Simon obsessed with? So we will start with Simon. Simon is obsessed with that celebrity. Who is the super fan of that famous basketballer? Yes, who is he? Who is she? Who is the super fan? Do you just admire famous people or are you a stalker, an obsessive fan of them? Yes. Hakan's mother makes him tidy his room. Who helps Hakan tidy his room? Who? Fikriye must spend a lot of money on clothes. What must Cemile spend money on? On education, on clothing, on learning something, on eating. Yes. Turan could be saving, might be saving, could be saving money for a leather coat. Why could Eileen be saving money? Why could she be saving money? Model continues, just like future continues. Why will Eileen, for example, will Eileen be saving money? Just like it, Eileen will be saving, can be saving, must be saving, could be saving, might be saving money for a computer, for her career. Aysun might be into means like. Aysun likes, okay? Aysun might like. Aysun might be into watching TV. What kind of program might she be into? What kind of program might she like? She might like documentaries. Yes, or she might be into, okay? She might be into documentaries. Bob speculates that, yes, we have studied this and we will study again with both simple models and perfect models. Yes, Bob speculates that Jack committed the murder to inherit the villa from his father, who speculates that the taxi driver committed the crime to take or to get revenge. We just need a subject. Jack saw a charming cottage, charming, attractive, very beautiful. Did he also see a charming old man in it? Yes, he also saw a charming old man in it, a charismatic old man in it, who was charmed as passive, who was charmed by the polite behaviors. Everybody, yeah, everybody at the meeting was charmed by the polite behaviors of the speaker, of the professor. Tom had charisma. Who lacked charisma? Yeah, just a name. Whom did you find charismatic as an adjective? Tom or Martin? I find Tom charismatic. Jacob elicited what he wanted in his questionnaire. Jacob elicited. Did Melih manage to elicit cultural differences in his questionnaire? Yes, he did, in fact. Were the students able to elicit the words from the pictures? Yes, all of them were able to elicit the words from the pictures. So might be useful. Some sentences might be useful. You see the rest. Yeah, you see the rest. I am saying this much, or let me say this much. You understand the rest, or you figure out. You figure out the rest. Eye up to examine closely something coveted or desired. Okay. A child usually examines something closely. In short, or in another word, in other words, a child usually eyes up everything. Eyes up everything. What comes to your mind in that a child eyes up something? What comes to your mind in that a child eyes up something? The idea or the state that children always want to learn new things comes in my mind in that a child eyes up something. In that. Okay. Yes, thank you very much. And I hope it was beneficial. I hope it has been beneficial. I hope it is beneficial. And thank you for watching. See you next time.